Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Temtem. Um, quick note, in between the last episode and this episode, I played a lot. like, I know I usually play, maybe an hour or two in between episodes, but it's been quite a few days and I am somewhere very different than, than the last episode, and my squad is pretty different as well. I've got level 37 Cornmon, level 38 Ronimon, 38 Ohmmon, a new Temtem Quasimon, level 35 Fearmon, the fire deer, even though it's not really a deer. It's really not a deer. Level 36, and then a little Plumemon, level 30. I've just kind of been leveling it up in the back. And the Tempedia, I'll just kind of slowly go through so you can see what's new and what's the same and all that. Yeah. So I've been playing a lot off stream, so I'm not really sure if it's actually worth going back and explaining like all of the story beats that that I've missed. Hello, Crazy Corn Monkey. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. How are you today? But yeah, I've really skipped a lot, and I do kind of feel bad. But on the other hand, I kind of don't want to let myself get too bogged down with like trying to only play on stream, because I'm still like barely getting back into streaming in general. So I don't want to like tie myself down too much. But this is the second form of my starter Temtem, and he evolved at level 35, which really surprised me. But that's good that you're good, Crazy Cornmon, or Crazy Corn Monkey. Thank you for joining. And mine has the mirroring ability, so when it's attacked with a special technique, the attacker gets 25% knockback damage, which is pretty cool. But one of the reasons that I think this game is really cool is that instead of leveling up to a specific level and then evolving, like, again, to compare it to Pokemon, instead of evolving at specifically level 16 and 36, the Temtem will evolve once they've leveled up a specific number of times, like 15 times or 20 times or whatever. So for your starter Temtem, they evolve after leveling up 30 times. So since you're given your starters at level 5, yeah, let's just go with DC Beam. Oh dang, he's level 52. Well, at least he's using photosynthesis, which just restores his stamina, so nothing to worry about there. Let's just go with more Venomous Claws and just more DC Beam. This is just going to be a bit of a slow attack, or slow fight. But, yeah, I already knew Ronimon was low health, going down. Pretty much every fight in this game feels like a really dangerous life or death fight. I mean, maybe not life or death, but like just a really, really dangerous fights all around. Let's go with Electric Storm. Yeah, and the level difference, it's really surprising, and the level 52 makes it feel really intimidating. But realistically, I could take a level 52. Like, I could have used a bomb or two, just a healing item or something to keep them alive, but yeah, I could have done that pretty easily. And it was just one Temtem. If I was fighting like a whole team of level 52 Temtem, that would be another story. But yeah, sure. Let's go for another fight. Dusted Refugee. I come all this way. Relax, you're safe. I sure hope so. Hey, do you mind if we just hang out? Temtem up? I need to calm my nerves. You don't seem like you're in a very good position to have this kind of fight. But I'm definitely going to destroy you, so... Temtem really seems like a great game. Yes, hello Spore Summit, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I agree, Temtem is a fantastic game. I'm really enjoying it. A lot of people are like, oh, it's just a Pokemon clone, or it's just a ripoff. But like, on one hand, a lot of fans of Pokemon aren't very happy with the newest Pokemon games, and even if they're happy with it, they understand it's not great. Like, also, did the enemy team just take a rest? Do they not actually want to fight? But yeah, Temtem is very well made. It's not like just a knockoff or anything. Oh no, that looks very powerful. That was not too bad. Wow. Sure, okay. But yeah, Temtem is really great. I've put like 30 to 40 hours into it so far, and I'm still loving it. So let's go with Venomous Claws on you. That did so little damage. I probably should have had Ohm heal, or rest, I mean. Alright. So now it's overexerted itself. Toxic plume, like a faulty airship engine, this Temtem can leave a trail of toxic gas that gives poison to the whole team for one turn. And using combination with a crystal ally, toxic plume saves your stamina and the target gets attacked down. So that's interesting. I will use that instead of, let's see, that's a lot more stamina. So I'll use it instead of Windblade. Quick question, how do you stream donate? I have no idea. That's a fantastic question, but I don't think I have it set up for you to donate. But thank you, I appreciate that. I don't know, maybe some other time I'll get that set up. I know that YouTube itself has like some kind of like become a member thing, but I think I have to actively set that up, kind of like Patreon. But again, I'm still barely getting back into streaming, and I wouldn't even know like how to offer a decent like incentive to donate or whatever. But listen, I told you twice already. Oh, hi. Sorry, thought you were from the guild. What are you doing? Trying to clean up this route. So many crystals in the way. Although to be honest, I don't know if I should. Perhaps it's safer this way. Yeah, YouTube has super chats, but again, like I wouldn't know where that money is going. Like, I don't think I have like any bank account set up with YouTube. Maybe I did a long time ago, but I don't remember. Anyways, safer how? Well, it seems it seems there's some very dangerous situation going on in Kisiwa, or so I'm told. So all I'm saying is, perhaps it's better if we don't reopen the old rock-hopping route to Vumbi, so whatever evil is there doesn't spill into Tukma. That's not very nice. They might need help. Well, maybe. But if that were the case, I'm sure the guards would take care of it, right? It's not like you have to single-handedly save the archipelago from evil or anything like that. Well, that's kind of what I've been doing. How can I reach Kasiwa then? By airship, I guess? I mean, there's always the safest and fastest way to travel, if not the cheapest. This is the ancient route. People only use it for sport. Or, you know, if you're a hardcore traditionalist who thinks airships are impure or whatever. Time to find another route then. Yeah, unless they send someone to help me from the guild, this is going to take a few days. In fact, it will take until the next Temtem update. Thank you for playing the alpha. Hope you had we hope you had a lot of fun, and we look forward to your feedback. Later quest progression. The Crema team. Or Crema, I don't know. Well, that's one way to end the stream. Or to start the stream, I mean. That's cool. How are you, like, floating? Okay, so I keep accidentally taking screenshots. And that's not the right button. There's this mount option that I can't click on. So I'm curious if they're like mounted on something, or maybe they just broke the game somehow. Well, great. So guess I'll just keep exploring. I know there's got to be more to the game. Like I'm only level 38, and I think the max level you can get to is 48. Let's fight some more people. No, I can't do you a little favor. And no, I don't want another quest. What are you talking about? You know, side quests. People keep calling them quests because it sounds better than errands, I guess. But they're errands, make no mistake about it. I have no idea why, but since I started my journey, everyone seems to have weird jobs for me or messages to deliver. Or can I track down their spreel? Can I find their lost underwear? Whatever. Somehow I've become a magnet for improbable tasks that nobody wants to take care of. Are people messing with me? Does it happen to you too? What is side quest said? Is it edible? Yes, and I love it. What? I like helping people. You're as boring as all those random people that keep showing up in my travels. I'll defeat you like I have beaten everyone else. Really breaking the fourth wall there, or getting pretty meta. In terms of what else there is to do in the game, like I was really expecting a little bit more story, because now I don't know how to get back to like the rest of the game that I've been near, or been going to. The other islands is what I'm trying to say. I need to get back to the breeding center because I want to make like an ultimate Temtem team, even though I don't really have a huge reason to do that. Oh, but I've got to show off this really awesome attack that I don't think I've used on stream, so I just want you guys to see it. It's the next one that Cornmon is using. I love it, and it's fantastic. It's crystal spikes. It's one of the most epic looking things. Isn't that awesome? Really glad I chose crystal as my starter, because that's really cool. Probably my favorite move in the game so far. I mean, I'm sure there's others that'll probably be pretty close, like fighting spirit, if I ever get a Temtem to learn that move. I'm actually just gonna swap. Actually, I'm not gonna swap because I don't really have anything that much better. So let's go with the iced stalactite. That did a lot of damage. Probably should have just gone with a little crystal blade. That would have been a lot better. Because now Cornmon's probably gonna die. Yep. Fantastic. See, as much as I love Cornmon, they're not doing that great in this area because there's a lot of fire types that they can't really do much against. Let's go with multiple pecks. And venomous claws, just so I won't overexert myself. It's so little health. I didn't even need to worry about that. Cool. Oh yeah, and I did find an item that's basically the experience share. I don't remember if that was in the last episode or not. Now let's see, talk to you. Is it not just a regular talk? Oh, a new face. Hey Yaba, come here. Say hi to this nice gentleman. Yaba? Well, I'm sure he will be here any moment now. He was playing with Tuckly a second ago. Who is Yaba? Yaba is my son. Only 7, but he's way smarter than I was at his age. And I'm so happy he made such good friends with Tuckly. Yaba, we're having a Temtem up and you're gonna miss it. Shall we wait for him? Nah, let's start without him. That'll give him incentive to show up. These kids. Alright, Kapire and Draciel. Yeah, I'm gonna want some fire types. Well, maybe not fire necessarily. Venomous, no, water blade on the fire type, and I believe wind blade on the Draciel. Yeah, fire would have also been good, but that's fine. Sharp leaf. Eesh. I was actually just looking up the stats for the Temtem, and Ronimon, or Saipat specifically, has one of the best like HP stats and really good attack stat, which is fantastic. I'm glad I chose relatively accidentally one of the better Temtem to keep on my team. Even if this specific Saipat may not have the best stats, like SVs and all that. Let's see. Who is next to Temtem going to be? Or her next? It's funny that I can never tell. Oh man. I was really happy when Ohm evolved. So it took a long time, a lot of investment. Alright, this is fantastic. So Venomous Claws is going to be 4 times effective. An Electric Storm is going to be neutral to Babawa, but super effective against Piranha Ant. So let's see. This is going to one-shot them. It's a really strong move, and it does look really cool. It's in like the top 5 for coolest looking moves, in my opinion. And yeah, it did. It one-shot them. I love it. Alright, next fight. See you missed the fun, Yaba. Oh, Yaba? Yaba hasn't returned. Now I'm starting to worry. Any chance you've seen my son? He's 7 with a red pukey sweater. No, but I can look for him. Would you do that? Oh yes, please. We need to find him. He's a good rock hopper, but oh my, I hope he hasn't had an accident. Please, please, we must find him. I'll stay here in case he comes back and can't find me. You go find help. Talk to the lifeguard. He must help us. So lifeguard right there. Looking at the map. I'm just gonna go this way. I'll find the lifeguard in a minute. And you know, I really have not learned my lesson in all the time that I've spent playing this game, that I should just use items to heal my Temtem. Like, I have money. I just got a revive. Like, I should heal my Temtem. I always just wait until like the last minute. But, oh yeah, and the power revive revives with 25% HP and 100% stamina. Just to, like it said, deal that final blow, which is pretty cool. It's a nice idea. Yeah. It's always a little nerve-wracking going through the grass. Let's go this way to try to get this quest over here. Ooh. Yeah, another fight. Look, a fellow Denizen. That's true, Valentina. Of course it is. Hey, homeboy, what about a Temtem bout? Can I actually say no? No. Well said, Valentina. I find it funny how often I try to talk myself out of these fights, even though I know I'm gonna have to fight them. Alright. Let's see what we got. Well, if Ronimon can survive, it'll have a super effective against Azurok. Windblade would only be neutral against Volorend, actually. DC Beam would be better. Just gotta remember, even if it's a flying or a wind type. Madness buff. Okay, does that hurt itself? I thought it did. I guess not. The camera's a little broken. Alright, special defense and special attack. And it did hurt itself. Oh no! Oh, jeez. Okay. That'll do decent damage. And then I'll go for an electrical storm. It's not going to be super effective against Azurok. It's going to be resisted, but Azurok's already dead. So, lightning storm it is. Or electric storm, I mean. But wind type resists wind type. So, even if it's a wind poison, which makes it weak to wind, the wind is, you know, going to resist it. Gosh dang it. Oh, knocked itself out to overexertion. Omon's going to take poison damage, which means that Plumon, the one with the Coward's Cloak, is going to get 3,000 experience. That's a lot, even though it didn't level up very much. Heck, you're good. Well, it's mostly luck, but you know. Hey, homeboy, if you have a minute, let's chat. You obviously know your Temtem. Perhaps you can give us a hand? Sure. You might be exactly the person we need. A well-trained tamer and a stranger in Tukma. Yes, I think we have a job for you. Well said, Valentina. What's it about? So first things first. My name is Valentina. I am a PhD student at Arbory. My supervisor is Professor Victor, the famous Temtemist. Nice to meet you. Likewise. So maybe you can help me with my thesis? I was supposed to be doing field work here in Tukma, but I've had 0 luck so far. I'm writing my thesis on ancient cults centered around Temtem worship. I've had some success talking to the monks in the hills of Sepunku, but here in Tukma I've hit a stone wall with my thesis, or crystal wall, more precisely. What's the problem? So I have found documental hints of such a cult here in Tukma. Not exactly ancient, more like a revival thing. They call themselves Brothers of the Shard, according to my sources. But I've been unable to locate the sect, so I can't interview them. So I have nothing to work with. That's what I need help with. Locating the cult? Exactly. All I know is they're a pretty secretive, possibly paranoid group. I need someone who can handle Temtem, especially Crystal Temtem, find and infiltrate them. You in? Where can I find them? Some sources seem to think they're in the east, somewhere in the corrupted Badlands, but I don't know how trustworthy that info is. But I need very complete information, you see. It's not enough to just find them. I need to infiltrate the sect, get to their inner sanctum, go to their leader. Got it. On your way. Yay. There's an item over here. Banyan brown dye. Cool, I guess. Alright, so now that I've got that quest, so I need to go talk to the lifeguard, and I need to get all the way over there. Okay, which now I have the rock hopper, so I can do that. So to get to the lifeguard, actually, hold on, can I do that massive jump? So that'd be kind of cool. Alright, let's go this way. This way, is that another fight coming up? Sure. You want to fight? You want to go? Oh, hey, it's Chuckley. Hello, Tamer. Can I ask you something? Nah. If you want to talk to me, you got to Temtem up. But it's about a missing child. Pretty sure we can talk about it without fighting. Really should have healed in between this, because those look like terrifying Temtem. Mix and Volcrane. Fire. You know what? Dang it. Because no, not a power revive, just a regular revive. Well, I'm not really going to use a power revive anywhere else. I can use it on Runnymon. I'm going to go for a Sand Splatter on Volcrane, because Mix, every time I've fought one, it has this ability where when I try to use a super effective attack on it, it'll just move that attack onto its ally. So I can never hit it when I'm trying to use my super effective attacks. And anything I can think of that would be super effective against Mix is just going to be neutral or resisted against Volcrane. And dang, gotta remember that really takes a lot of damage. I'm actually going to send in Plume, kind of as a decoy, so I can heal up Ronimon. So, Bomb Plus. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Let's go for another Sand Splatter. Just not very strong, but better than nothing, I guess. I really need Ronimon. Alright, so that's just going to trap them, so I can't swap them out. Which means Plume kind of has to go. Stone Ball. Ooh, or Fearmon. But Volcrane overexerted itself, so that's good. Do Toxic Plume, because that's going to, dang, if only I had a Crystal Temtem with me. But that's fine, because I can use Venomous Claws, which is not going to be very effective. So I should not use Venomous Claws, but I might as, no. Alright, let's, no, because I can't. I was going to say I'll revive Cornmon or even Quasimon and then swap into them, but I can't revive them and swap into them on the same turn, I don't think. So if I try to swap, yeah, no, they're knocked out. Yeah, dang, I guess I'll just go for another Sand Splatter. But is Mix going to attack? Most likely. It's going to overexert itself. Crystal Bite, yeah, that's really going to overexert itself. That's a lot of damage. Volcrane getting rest. Alright. So, if I can go for Toxic Plume, it'll be something. Not super happy with it, though. Is that going to be enough? Dang, so close. Toxic Plume, is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Haha. Because of Toxic Affinity to boost its strength. Forgot about that. Mix is recovering. This is going great. This is going so much better than I thought it was going to go. I should go with Venomous Claws just so it doesn't overexert itself. And then Fire Tornado just because it looks cool. Not super cool, but quite cool. And 2 times effective, so very nicely done. Alright. Heat Up increases its attack. Yeah, because even though Fire Tornado does look cool, and it's 145 damage, wow. just using 2 embers is probably more than 1 fire tornado. And if I can boost my attack up, then that's definitely going to be better. So, yeah, because it's got 54 physical attack and 43 special attack. So since fire tornado is the, thingamajig, you should be fighting people your own age. Root. You pick the fight with me. Hey, Tamer. Okay, but seriously, where is the missing kid? Like, you're not even gonna... Oh, well. Let's see, that's a big old jump. And then I jump down from there. Okay, cool. And let's go. Lifeguard. I'm looking for someone. Yaba. I think it was a while ago. He was playing with Tokli. These two are inseparable. They were going to the northwest, and I told them off for racing. Haven't seen them again. I was just talking to them. Fine. How do I get back there? From there. So I have to go down and around. Okay, fine. So I did just take the long way, basically. All the way back down. And over, up, and left, or northwest, I guess. Northwest again, I think? Yeah. You, person I just talked to. Hey, Tamer. Like, what? I just... No, wait, I have to go back to the other person. I need to look at my map. But what is over here? Is this a healing place? Who are you? Senior rock hopper. Welcome to the Stone Skip Club. Club, what do you do here? We are die-hard hopheads. Joking, we are indeed rock hopping enthusiasts, but mostly we train new hoppers. Make sure they're safe out there. We explore new hopping spots, hire lifeguards, install safety nets for rookies, that kind of thing. Other than that, we're basically a social club, a healthy alternative for youngins so they don't have to get into Temtem taming. What's wrong with taming? What's wrong with taking living beings from their natural environment, transforming them into pieces of digital code, keep them trapped there, and only freeing them to savage each other? I guess you'd love to be treated that way, right? You sound like a free Tem guy. I was the vice president of the Kisiwa chapter for 10 years. I don't agree with the approach they've adopted lately, but in general, they're well-meaning people. Sorry, I gotta go. Is there a child in here? Something cool on TV? Just news, waiting for the cartoons. Enjoy. If that's Yaba, I found the kid. Like, can I leave? Okay. No other item. All right. So let's just go back this way because it's faster, I guess. And talk to you. Have you talked to the lifeguard? We need him to find Yaba. He says he's playing with Tokli. And that's it? How's that supposed to be comforting? They could both be in danger. Look for Tokli. She's the last one who saw my son. She's a girl, his same age, with the same sweater in red. They wanted matching ones. But wasn't hers in blue? So was that not her? Petas and Temtem, yeah, basically. Which, I mean, they make good points for the most part, but, I mean, come on, that's the whole point of the game. You can't just tell us not to do that. Do you know a boy named Yaba? Yes. I'm looking for Yaba. Me too. We were playing a while ago. It was a race to see who reached this rock first. I was in the lead, and then I looked back to taunt that slowpoke, and he wasn't there. Like, vanished. Where could he be? I don't know. I'm waiting for him here. His mom's gonna be so angry with me. I should tell his mom. Please, tell Zulia it was not my fault. It was absolutely your fault. So here we go for like the 3rd time. And let's jump back here. Hey, your son's gone. I found the girl. Oh, by the pants on. She's not with my maintenance worker. Did she say anything about him? Wait, she's not with your maintenance worker? Was that a mistake? Only that he... Wait. She didn't say he was going northwest. The lifeguard said he was. That's not much help. Hold on a second. Kupala Leza is full of nooks and crannies and drops. Oh my. I've heard there's an expert Temtem tracker around these parts. If anyone can find my son, that's him. Where can I find this tracker? I have no idea. I think sometimes he's here in Kupala Leza somewhere, but I can't think straight right now. Just please find him. I can track your son myself. You haven't been able to locate him so far, and we are talking about my son. For the love of Indira, can't you put aside your ego for a minute? Root. Find the tracker and send him to find my son. Okay. So since there's no icon on the map, I'm assuming they're in that house. They're like probably the one person I didn't talk to in there. So here we go again. Like the 7th time. Bit of an exaggeration, but oh well. Hopping away. Come on. Oh, not that way. Really glad I'm not running into any Temtem as I go through this grass. Are you the tamer person? Who are you? They call me Tetsayu, the nose, because I'm the best tracker in Tukma. Oh, that's pretty wild, because it's mostly Padrine here doing the smelly work. I'm the human brains behind the operation. What do you usually track? All sorts of things, but mostly lost Temtem, or feral toxic ones from Zalat Reservoir. It's useful to keep an eye on their growth. It's a small island and a very delicate ecosystem. Want a Temtem up? No, my Temtem are my partners and associates. I only use them for tracking and work purposes. I never make them fight each other, or anyone else. Okay, so are they not the tracker that I'm looking for? Like, I need a good tracker. Well, then look no further. Okay. That won't help much if we don't have a visual on him. Let's see. On my way here a while ago, I saw some little footsteps that might very well be a child's. There were 2 pairs of them. Meaning he was going in circles? Don't think so. They showed slightly different gaits, and one of them veered off towards the south, at which point new footsteps appeared. No less than 4 pairs of small round ones, one after the other. A Hidori? That's a possibility. Anyway, I followed them to the biggest rock in the south, at which point I saw deep, thin grooves in the road. Someone trying to plow the land? But that track ceased abruptly, intersected by 2 sets of heavy boots, and then they swerved southwest. Quetzalia guards? Whoever they were, they seemed to advance very quickly to the southeast, then east. I should look in Quetzal? Listen, partner. If that were the case, the kid would have turned up by now. I think we missed something along the way. Let's go over the facts again. Ah, dang it. Okay, I need a good tracker. Kid in a red sweater. So... he was going in circles. No. So it wasn't him. New footsteps appeared. I said Hidori. And he said that's a possibility. Biggest rock in the south. Deep, thin grooves in the road. That wouldn't be a Pajaro. Well, I mean, I guess it would. Improbable. Okay, fine. Seeps abruptly, intercepted 2 heavy boots, and then swerved southwest. Surface bandits? Wherever they were. Southeast, and then east. I should go explore the ledge. Okay. Nope, wait. Nope. Come on. I need a good tracker. Kid, red sweater. It must have been him in Tokli? That would explain it. Okay. South, at which point new footsteps appeared. No less than 4 pairs of small round ones. And I can't remember. He said yes to Hidori, right? That's a possibility. That's close enough. Followed him to the biggest rock in the south, at which point I saw a deep thin groove. So it has to be a Mudrid. But, okay, maybe not. Cosplayers? Should look in Kisiwa. If that were the case, he would have turned up by now. What? Need a tracker. Yaba vanished. And the kid. Okay. Means Tokli was with him. New footsteps appeared. If I say 4 more kids, it's a possibility. And I followed the biggest rock in the south, at which point I saw deep thin grooves. See, a deep thin groove sounds like someone trying to plow the land. Cheeks, these are probably 2 sets of heavy boots, and they swerve southwest. That sounds like guards. So Quetzal? I feel like I've answered this every which way. So, need a good tracker. Kid in a red sweater. Tokli sounded right. Old tracks? That's a possibility. He said not to Pajaro. So I guess a Mudrid. Ceased abruptly. Surface bandits. Quetzal. Let's discuss entomology. Nice place. Alright, I gotta run. Let's see. There's no other markers. So I have to get this little quiz right, I guess. Need a good tracker. Yaba vanished. It must have been Tockley. Hidodi? Biggest rock. If I say Pajero, he says improbable. So he's probably intercepted by 2 sets of heavy boots. And they swerve southwest. Southeast, then east. See, because I've tried all the answers, have I not? Okay, good tracker, red sweater, Tockley, Hidodi. It's a possibility. It's gotta be a Hidodi. Budget? It's just a It's gotta be the guards. And it's gotta be Quetzal. What else am I missing? Chat, is there anything I'm missing? Like, he vanished. Sure. Tockley, that would explain something. They veered south. New footsteps appeared. 4 pairs of small round ones, one after the other. That, if it's not a Hidodi, I don't remember what he said for the kids though. And deep thin grooves sounds like trying to plow the land. But then it ceased abruptly, intercepted by 2 sets of heavy boots. So that's got to be like guards dragging their spears, right? But then they very quickly went to south, then east. Or southeast, then east. And there's nothing to the southeast except the ledge. Because Kasiwa's to the west and Quetzal's more east-north, I guess. So, okay. Good tracker. Yaba. Must have been Tockley. Is there 4 more kids? Someone trying to plow the land. Guards. Ledge? It's gotta be the ledge. So he said footstep. Okay, I need to write this down or something. And there's so many questions that there's a bunch of possibilities. Alright. Let's try to really figure this out. Yaba vanished. Right here, saw footsteps that may be a child's. Okay, so it started from here. There were 2 pairs of them. That was Tockley. One of them veered south. So first, footprints went south. And then new footprints appeared. I'm gonna say the Hidodi, because that sounds right. To the biggest rock in the south, at which there was deep thin grooves. Again, south. Okay, you think you found it? Well, hold on. So I just said Hidodi, a Mudrid, surface bandits also kind of makes sense, and then go to the ledge. If you're right, that boy might be in grave danger. Thank you. Okay. That's straight there. All right. Thank you very much, Spore. That was going to take me forever if I had to go through like every possible option. Finally. And now I can go over there. Or now there's the icon or whatever. Okay. Let's just go up here. Mild shortcut, I think. Before I make that jump. Is that a shortcut? Yeah, it's a shortcut. Again, thank you very much, Spore. That was driving me crazy. Let's see. I guess, you know, plowing the land up here doesn't actually make as much sense as I was making it sound like it should have. Also, let me go back and heal because my Temtem need to be healed. And if I'm going to be fighting some surface bandits, I'm going to need a full team. Little Saku. Surprised it's out here. This is such a poisonous area. I wouldn't think a nature flying type would be okay. Let's go Venomous Claws. Oldest trick in the book. Fire Flame, which sounds redundant, and it's not very strong. At least not for Quasimon. Because Quasimon is like very defensive, like physical defense and special defense. Not very good attack and special attack. But I like Quasimon. Has a nice story. You should definitely play this game and find out. Anna here is the Temtem's actual name. Find out their story. And this is not what I meant. There we go. Heal. And away we go. And Cornmon is not the best Temtem to have out front necessarily here because all of their attacking moves are crystal types basically. But let's see. Awful Song. None of them can learn it. Antitoxins would be nice, but again, none of them can learn it. Rend. None of them can learn it. And none of them can learn that either. Held Anger? I thought Rodimon could learn that. I guess not. Oh well, can't teach them any more moves. And there we go. Of course, I get into a fight right before them. I could run away, but it's just a Sephiroth. I can take it. Maybe not with these Temtem, necessarily. Crystal Spikes, it looks really cool, but it's not going to do a lot of damage. So let me just get them to sort of take the brunt of the attack. If Sephiroth attacks, what are they going to do? I love the look of this move. Fantastic. I love it. And it did half its health. Nice. Venomous Claws, that's fine. Crystal Dust and Windblade should be plenty. Oh dang, that was almost enough. I could have just done like 2 Crystal Dusts and that would have been fine. I overreacted by swapping. That's fine. Alright, now we get into the real fight. Reckon we can get a nice ransom for this one. Watch out, someone's coming. You, get out of here, mine worm. This is none of your business. Yaba, are you hurt? Little brat is fine, mine worm. But wait till I'm done with you. Uh-huh. That's what they all say. More or less. Alright, 2 crystal types. Gonna need some fire. Neither of these guys are fire. Rodimon does have a fighting type, so... Fighting type move, I mean. Let me swap into Quasimon. I don't think these enemies have a ground type or a rock type move. And the crystal and rock are pretty similar. Pretty sure these are just crystal types. Sadness buff. Gonna hurt yourself right there. Even though it raises its special defense. Could just use a physical attack. Crystal spikes. Should be resisted. Yeah, that did pitiful damage. And that did fantastic damage. Alright. I'll go with head charge. Or... No, I'll go with Meteor Swarm. That's probably better. And I'll just go with the regular Water Blade. I was going to go with the Nichosai, but that would have just been overkill. And then I wouldn't have had good stamina for the next Temtem they throw out. This guy's really not playing very smartly. Ah, dang. They lived a little. Oh, overexerted itself. Alright, Meteor Swarm is going to do lots of damage. Yeah? Yeah. And it's a physical attack, so the mirroring and the special defense did nothing. So they totally wasted their turns. Then the Zurok. Is that just another one of the same? Yeah. Now I'll go for the head charge and the Nichosai. Which is going to overexert myself a little bit, but that's fine. Madness buff. only they had done that sooner. And of course they knocked themselves out with that. That's hilarious. Alright. I've earned 428 pan suns is what I believe that's what they're called. Let's go. Just drop the kid and let's go. Thank you, stranger. I'm taking you to Zulia. I'll go to Mom. See you there. He just disappeared in a puff of smoke? Jeez. Kids these days. Alright, let's see. How do I get back again? Just this way, I guess. Ah! Who's gonna fight me next? A couple more Zephyruffs. Should be fine. That's right. So it's not gonna be as strong, I guess. Not Water Blade. No, yeah, I mean, I guess what? No, I'll switch into Ohm. Because I really don't like doing resisted damage on them, or like, you know, half damage or whatever. Clearly, that's not a great thing to do, but it always makes me want to swap into someone when it's just gonna make the experience get spread out over more Temtem. And that's fine, I suppose. Let's go with Electrical Storm, because that's gonna be super effective. Probably should have used Crystal Dust on the other Zephyruff to kind of even out their health a bit, so that Electric Storm has a better chance of one-shotting them. Epic. Oh, and it's still dead. Okay, cool. Poor things. Barely any experience. That's probably one of my biggest complaints or criticisms about this game, is that it's just really grind heavy. Not you, dang it. Like, I get it's nice that the game isn't over in 10 minutes because of, or 10 hours really, because of like the game being too easy, but sometimes it feels like it's slightly too hard. But then again, the times that I actually stopped to grind, I didn't really need to. Like, there was one or two gym or dojos that were really difficult, but it realistically just took me another time or two and actually using items to heal myself or whatever. And I was able to take down some higher level Temtem just from toughing it out and using type advantage. So as difficult as the game feels and like how stressful the game can be in just common battles, the tougher battles aren't too tough. You did it! How can I possibly reward you? You saved my son. I have nothing of value here, but hey, you risk your life rock hopping around to save my child. It's only fair that I teach you how to be safe around this place. Listen up, you need to master your balance. Make sure you always have perfect footing. Pay attention now. Pull the left foot here. Footwork. It gives me extra speed. And that's how it's done. Hope that helps. And thanks again, you're a true hero. Yay. Alright. So, all that work for a thing that I'm never going to use. Fantastic. But anyways, let's heal. And then I'm going to go find the Crystal Temtem cultists. Which is... where is it? Oh, that's right. It's all the way over there. Which shouldn't be too hard to get to. Yeah. I really like this game. Have I mentioned that? It's a great game. And even with it not being complete, I feel more satisfied with this than I did Sword and Shield. Like, I enjoyed Sword and Shield. I don't think it's a terrible game necessarily, but this game feels better. And again, I need to just swap into better Temtem. Like, I need to stop running around with the two Temtem that can't fight. Like, there are certain Temtem that they will do good against, but not these Temtem. So, just need some of that wind and lightning. Venomous Claws. It's not too bad. Aqua Bullets. Resisted. Let's go with Blizzard on the Platypet. Poor little thing. And then Nature's Sigh. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. But it overexerted itself. The Fool! Temtem's got some real quality and charm. You adored, even knowing you haven't played it. Yeah, I love that Platypet. I've caught like 2 or 3 of them. and they're fantastic. I need to train them. They're going to be on my permanent team, like regardless of how good their base stats are. I just tried to swim off the waterfall for some reason. A little side pat. Side pat is also good. Like I've been using, clearly I've been using a side pat for this whole thing, and I'm just gonna go full force. I should have used venomous claws. That would have been super effective. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be. Because I've always used side pat for its venom, or I usually use it for its venom. So for some reason I just kind of think that it's a venom type, even though it's really not, or toxic type, I guess. Let's see, crystal dust, and yeah, venomous claws. I was gonna go for the neutral side, but it would have been resisted because melee is resistant to melee. Yes, okay. And yeah, Spore. Again, I definitely recommend that you pick up this game. It may still be early access, and there's probably going to be a few more bugs that pop up before the game is complete. But really, this game is loads better than the first day or two that it came out, like in terms of stability and disconnecting and all that. It's much, much more stable than it was before. So definitely worth trying out. And I've been playing this game, like I said, for like 40 hours, and there's still more for me to do, more I want to do. I will say it did take a little bit longer for me because I was trying to level up a lot of my Temtem relatively equally near the beginning of the game, when I probably should have just gone for it and like used my favorites without really worrying about keeping them all even. You've played Beat Hazard 2 in the beta for Team Fortress 2, so you know about bugs? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, other than the first day or two, I haven't had much issue with this game in terms of performance issues like lag and bugs and all that. Occasionally, there will be times where the battle will start and it'll seem like my Temtem's stamina didn't regenerate in between battles, but then I think it's just a visual bug, because usually once I start the battle, like start using moves, the stamina works as if it was full. So I mean, that's really like the worst of it, other than like the day one disconnects, but again, that's sort of to be expected. Where can I go from here? Yeah, just up. I do spend a lot of time looking at the map when I really don't need to. I can just look on my own in person. And ooh, fire. All right, time to rock hop. Ooh. And this way. And that away. And over here away. Oh boy. Gotta fight a bunch of cultists. Alright, so if I'm gonna be fighting some Crystal Tem, better bring out the fire types that are going to be doing super effective moves. Immaculate follower of the way of crystal, I shall not soil myself fighting inferior Temtem. I shall not soil myself against fighting any Temtem, but it's true and pure crystal. Pure crystal. So I have to use pure crystal. So just Cornmon. Like, okay, but what's over there? Like, what? I want to know. Alright. Well, either this is going to go very badly. You've seen people get upset because the first dojo has 6 Temtems. Yeah, that's not a reason to be upset. Like, I mean, clearly everyone has their own opinions. It's fine. But, like, I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to keep comparing this game to Pokemon, because at this point, I feel like this game is better than Pokemon. Specifically better than Sword and Shield. Just because of the amount of depth, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just like it more. Now, where's that Tem deck thingy? Of course, it has to be in this noxious gas place. No, not over here. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, so I'm gonna have to move these out. Details, this is just a pure crystal. Who else is a pure crystal? Are you a pure crystal? Details, no, you're earth crystal. You a pure crystal? Yes, you're a pure crystal. And that's a neutral crystal. And that's it. So I've got to move these out of my party. I really like Quasimon. It's a fire crystal. So unfortunately I can't use it. Let's go with... No. Details. Let's give you... Could give you energy drink. Damage taken from crystal. I'll give Cornmon. Nope. Heal. Give Cornmon the rock shield, because they're probably going to be carrying the team. You can use. I'll say pan sunscreen because maybe they'll have a fire type attack, a little burn or something. Let's see, and what do you want to use? How about an energy drink, just in case they try to put them to sleep? Sure. Alright. Now let's head back and see if I can take them down. Levels 37, 30, and 34. Not the best, but Cornmon is pretty good, I would say. And hopefully I don't fight anything. Okay, good. And I think the TVs, the training values, are going to be really useful here. I mean, just like useful in this game for giving the Temtem that you've actually been using an advantage over the ones you just caught. Alright, here we are, a fellow crystal worshipper. That's right. Let us revere the crystal as it deserves, through the rite of battle. That's not the voice I gave it like 10 seconds ago. Alright, crystal and Lapinite. Alright. Should have tried to teach them better moves. Like fire or ground types. Rock types, I mean. This has really good music as well. Gets stuck in my head. And yeah, so crystal doesn't resist crystal. Except I've got the shell that does resist crystal. So, I mean the rock shield. So, haha. And mirroring. Crystal spikes. That's gonna do a lot more damage. Quite a bit more, yeah. That's kind of what I expected. Let's go for another crystal dust and some sharp stabs. Pretty good, pretty good. Sharp stabs has priority. Now there's just the Lapinite, which is probably going to overexert itself. Yeah? Yeah? No? Not quite. Hey, that's not a pure crystal type. You're cheating. You're super cheating. And crystal is resisted by rock. So yeah, they're totally cheating. I would have brought mine if I had realized you were just gonna cheat like that. Because Mud Shower is super good. Because it's super effective. Ah, lame. I did pretty decent damage though. Alright, Riffmon. What were your moves again? Or hold on. Okay, where was I? Let's see, Headram's gonna make me not do good. Let me use Tonic Plus, might as well. And Energy Manipulation, that mental attack that exhausts the target for 1 turn and does damage. In conjunction with a nature ally, does additional damage and exhausts for 2 turns. Sounds great, but I don't have a nature type because I was told to use only crystal. And that person's not using only crystal. Let's go for a head ram. It's probably not going to be enough. Probably going to get taken down. Mud shower. Oh, well, you survived. And did decent damage. Lapinite's getting rest. Let's go for a head ram on you. And they're going to resist the energy manipulation. Let me rest. Another mud shower. This time on Cornmon. And haha, mirroring. And it overexerted itself. Great. I just wish Lapinite wasn't healing with all these scavengers. Alright. Riftmon get rest. And here's the next one. Aklura, of course. Like well, I was going to say the only other crystal Temtem, but that's not true. Let's see. Let's get rid of Lapinite so it doesn't heal again. Let's go for another head ram. Sharp stabs. Not very strong. And it overexerted itself. Nice, nice. And good. Now it's gone. Gonna use another Tonic Plus. Well, no, not both of them. I'm just using Energy Manipulation just cause, even though it's not very effective. The exhaustion might help it overexert itself. Crystal Bite. Oof. That's definitely an exhausting move, I think. I mean, overexerting move. That's Crystal Dust. Should be pretty good, I think. Yeah. I don't know why I went for the head ram. Oh, that's right, because of the rock type resisting. That's right. There we go. First one wasn't too bad. I'm just gonna heal up all my Temtem. True Crystal Man, I salute you. Yeah, if only you stuck to the rules too. Stinking cheater. May the shard guide your every step. Cool. Go to my backpack and use my vial. Alright. Let the shard decide. What shard are you talking about? Charlton Valash? Again, Valash is not a pure crystal. They are cheating. I totally would have brought them. I would have had more Temtem to use. Let's just go with taking down Valash first. Glass Blade. Crystal Spikes. Again, they're really starting off strong. And I'm really glad they're attacking Cornmon, because they've got the defense to take it. Plus the Rock Shield, plus Mirroring, which did not do very much damage. Probably because it didn't do much to me. That makes sense. Alright, another Crystal Spikes. And again on Cornmon. Great. I'm assuming their Sherald also has Mirroring. I don't remember what the ability, what the other ability Sherald can have is. But yeah, they're not true zealots. They don't really care. Let's go with another Sharp Stabs. Oh, they're also using Sharp Stabs. Not too bad. And it overexerted itself. I love it when the enemy does that. It's fantastic. As much as I say that. Alright. Knocked out. And Lapinite, or Lazumon has, whatchamacallit? That thing that I was thinking. Alright, so it's going to raise its defense, which is a little unfortunate. But it's overexerting itself quite a bit, which is fine. You could do that all day. Alright, Gialis. I was going to say it's pretty cool looking, but then I kind of stopped myself because I'm like, it's not that cool looking. And let's go with, what's stronger? Probably Tail Strike. Alright, I feel like it's a mental crystal. It's not. It's not a mental crystal. Otherwise it would have been super effective. Oh wait, was that mirroring? I feel like I'm like not saying that right, like mirror ring, but I'm saying like mirror wing or something. This, oh, I thought it was a physical attack. Oh well. Let's just go with the glass blade and a sharp stabs. Even though it's gonna overexert, it's pretty good damage and it's pretty fast. So hopefully Gerald doesn't attack Lazuman. Or at least not for very much damage. Dang, should have done something stronger. Crystallize! Is it gonna defeat itself from overexertion? Alright, let's see. Pretty close. Alright, gonna go for a Crystal Dust, and then because they're overexerted, go for a Tonic Plus on Cornmon. And then I think Crystal Dust will be faster. Yeah. And then even if it gets mirror damage, it's not going to be very much. So that's fine. And then Gerald's going to have to get some rest. And mix this one. So it's really cool. Its ability is just kind of frustrating. So I'm not even going to worry about Gerald. It's just going to knock itself out. And I'll just rest with Lazuman so that it can do better damage on the next turn. Oh, so this is a mental crystal type. Because it's super affected by crystal. So that's really the only thing it could be. Alright. And Crystal Dust. Oh, it's actually going for an attack this time. And it's going for Cornmon. So not only will it get the mirrored back at it, it's also going to overexert itself. That really mirrored very little damage. And it didn't overexert itself. It must have been perfectly timed or something. And again, it's going to do a little bit of damage to itself, but that's fine. Oh, Puppet Master. See, that's the thing that I was talking about. Where it moves the damage to another Temtem. Which is really interesting. But oh well. Scavenger, and then they're overexerted. But that's fine. No longer trapped or exhausted. Cutting edge falls on my head. Alright, cool. The shard. May the shard always glint for you. So since I didn't actually take too much damage, how about I just heal my Temtem with items rather than going back all the way to heal. The shard is the way. Is it though? Because again, you guys aren't actually following your own rules. And Shuin, again, is a water crystal type. You know, maybe it's just because I had Temtem in my party that didn't also have crystal type. Maybe I didn't need to put this much of a restriction on myself. Let's go for a Zurok first. Let's just go full force. Full spikes. Why not? See how much damage it does. Yeah, that didn't do very much. Oh, and it's got mirroring. Again, I feel like I'm like not pronouncing that. And pretty decent damage, but that's going to get knocked back on Lazuman. Not that much, though. That's interesting. Maybe it has just like low health, but good defense or something? I don't know. Madness buff, again, hurting itself and messing with the camera. That's also like the only other bug. Oh, the main type had to be crystal? Maybe, because I thought it said somewhere like a pure crystal or something. But I don't know, maybe I misread it. Yeah. Although Cornmon is really doing work, so I don't really have to worry too much about... Oof. Don't really need to worry too much about this fight. Madrid. Terrible Madrid. Madrid's the worst. Sure. Oof. Overexerted itself. That's good. Tail Strike. Not very much. Oh no, and Stone Ball. I hate that move because it does so much. And the animation isn't even that great. Head Ram. Not great damage. Alright, Riffmon. Take them down. Energy manipulation. Why not? Just to make it overexert itself more often. Pretty sure that's what that does. Could be wrong. Stone Ball. Ooh. Haha, knocked itself out. And then head ram, which is gonna knock me out. Of course. If Shuin... Okay, they needed rest. That's great. Alright, time to use revive. Alright. And crystal bite. Not too bad. And it overexerted itself, so that's good. Alright. Let's go for a head ram again. And another energy manipulation. Just in case it survives, it'll definitely overexert itself on the next turn. And head ram. Very good. Okay. Now, I do kind of want to go back and heal. But I do still have items. Like, and the closest healing spot is relatively kind of far. And I'd have to go through some grass. Alright, let's just reach into my backpack and heal up. And where's the revive? Do have another revive, right? Yeah, okay. But now I am low on healing items. The thing that I always forget is that I need to stock up on more revives rather than bombs and stuff. Otherwise, I'm just gonna run out or whatever. Not yet worthy of the honor. Prove thyself against the worshipful sons of crystal. I just did. Like, was there another sun somewhere? Or did I need to actually talk to you? Okay, so I've proved myself worthy of a chance. Chance against me. May the holy shard shine on the side of the purest tamer. I do kind of want to go back and see if I can use those other Temtem, but that's fine. If I lose, then I'll definitely go back. Dang, that looks cool. And intimidating. Alright, Xenareth. Again, I'm just going to ignore Sherald. It's probably just going to overexert itself again. With Crystallize or whatever. It's going to use Crystal Spikes, most likely. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, didn't take very much, and didn't mirror very much. That's fine. Madness buff. What is it with you guys and hurting yourselves? Crystal is not very kind to itself. Blast Blade. Alright. I'm actually going to go for a head ram on Xenareth. And its Hell Strike. Because it keeps using Madness buff to boost its attack and its defense. But only its special attack and defense. So it makes itself relatively vulnerable to the physical attacks. It's not a great strategy. It's not a very smart AI. Because it's threatening because it can do a lot of damage. But if I am able to take it down that quickly, it's not a threat. And you'll notice that I'm lower level than that. So the levels are nice, but they're not super important. Stinkin' Madrid. Of course. Another head ram. And I'm just going to use tonic. Do I have a regular tonic? Yeah. Just to boost Cornmon a little bit. And hope that they don't attack Lazuman. Stone Ball. Oy. So much damage. Cheryl just getting rest. I can go for another head ram as I go for a bomb plus on Cornmon. Don't remember how much health he had on the last turn. Another stone ball. Yeah, pretty bad, but alright. Now it overexerted itself. Crystallizing yet again. Yeah, Stinky Madrid. Madrid and Pig Epic are my two, like, arch nemeses for very different reasons. Alright. Let's go for a Glass Blade. No, yeah, I'll go for a head ram, but then I'll use a tonic plus to make sure it doesn't overexert itself. And then Sherald can just have its own fun over there. Don't even worry about Sherald. Alright, and I'm just going to go for it again, because why not? And just keep using Lazumon to heal Cornmon. Mud Shower. Of course, as soon as it realized what Lazumon was doing. That's fine. That's fine. Not too much, but more than I would like. And overexerted itself a lot. Ah, yeah. Alright, and then Riffmon's going to come in, be able to exhaust them. I doubt they can take down both of my Temtem in the same turn, especially with Cheryl there. So let's see. It's going to go for a Glass Blade and Energy Manipulation. Drill Impact. Fun move. Looks really cool, but I'm never very impressed with how much damage it does. That was kind of a lot, but Riffmon is lower leveled and not very trained, so not that great necessarily. Mirroring. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, and it's got a rock shield as well. Of course it does. I'm going to go for a head ram. And then again, just tonic plus Cornmon. Let's see, how's this going to go? Crystal Bite. Not very strong. And it's not very strong either. Oh, you're going for a head ram now. Good for you. Good for you, trying out a new attack. Still overexerting yourself. Let's go for a regular tonic this time. Doesn't have too much damage. Drill Impact. Again, it wasn't that strong, was it? I don't think so. Especially not if it's going against Cornmon. Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Just really need to do more damage. is the real thing. Although it is really close to losing. Although I am always slower than it. I guess I'll keep going for head rams. And tonic plus this time because it needs more health. Head ram. Very close. Cheryl getting rest. I'm also going to take a note from their book and rest a little. Going to heal up Riffmon so that they should most likely survive. I doubt they're both going to attack Riffmon. Oh, he didn't overexert himself. Good for him. Good for him. And, okay, well, see, that was like the worst turn to rest because they actually rested as well. Let's go for, yeah, energy manipulation. I'll go for energy manipulation on them because I was really thinking it would be faster. Dang it. The recoil might actually knock them down. Or the mirror damage. Or not. Interesting. Maybe because they fainted in that turn, so it didn't count. And was that it? Or is there another Temtem? Okay, mix. Alright, but this is good because it's a mental type. So my crystal attacks will do more damage. Go for the crystal spike, even though it might not be the best. And a crystal bite. It's gonna look epic though. Fantastic. Love it. Excuse hallucination. That's fine. I don't think that does damage, does it? No. Just exhausts me. And traps me, which is fine. I wasn't going to switch out anyways, and I'm done attacking, because Crystal Bite will finish it off. Heck yeah! It's kind of a guess. I was going to say a joke, but not a joke. It was a guess. It is as prophesied. The Crystal Sanctum shall open its doors to you. And also, here's some money. The time has come then. You bring us the harbinger of a new shard. Well, time to report back to Valentina. What's in here? This place. It reminds me of what Prof. Constantinos told me about places of power in a metamimetic Temtem. Something about Temtem being able to evolve only in certain special places. Perhaps if I place a Temtem in this little niche in the altar. Why would I have... I mean, I know it's not going to be that one. Okay, I know which Temtem I'm supposed to use, but that Temtem isn't a crystal Temtem. So why would I have brought it with me? Alright. It is a really cool looking Temtem that I kind of wish I had kept on my party to level up and stuff. Why don't I just go back and heal there? Why didn't I do that last time? I can totally make it through this grass. I'm not going to fight anyone. Clearly. See? I was right. That was totally a bluff. Now, can I make it up here? Awesome. Heal. See, that wouldn't have even taken that long if I wanted to heal earlier. Right, so these two did good, but they're off the team. Let's swap you with you. That makes more sense. And you. And you. And instead of Ohm, let's bring... Where are you? Here you go. Salmon! Because they're the ones that are going to evolve. And I mean, I'll probably have to breed this one and then evolve it again by, you know... well, you'll see. It'll make more sense later. If I want to use this Temtem as like a competitive Temtem, I'm going to have to breed it for better stats anyways. So it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But it would be nice just to get it into the Tempedia to help fill that up. Alright. Let's bring in Salmon. By the Panson, Salmon is evolving. What's going on? Salmon is evolving into... Oh yeah, Tuvine. Just kind of a strange name, but who am I to judge? Alright, and it's receptive, which means when getting a favorable status condition, it increases its turn by 1, which is pretty cool, pretty cool. Still, I mean, the stats, not the greatest. Only 2 that are under 25, so that's nice, but none over 40, so that's not very nice. But, let's see, Tempedia, what else could it have had as an ability? Where is it? Did I miss it? Did I already go past it? Am I scrolling too far? Oh. And why is... Oh, that's right. Because apparently 2Y is kind of like Eevee. Again, not to compare it to Pokemon, as I always do. But it'll be able to evolve into different types. So Determine prevents negative stat changes. I think I might prefer that over Receptive. But that's cool. It has really good defense. Not fantastic attack or special attack, though. That's a bit of a bummer. But that's fine. I mean, it makes sense because it's a crystal type. But, you know, not like Adoraboros. It's adorable. But anyways, Synergy Master is pretty cool. Extra damage to Synergy moves. And Toxic Skin is nice. Special defense is really good. But again, not very good attack. Not great special attack. The one that I want to learn, I mean not learn, but use, is Oshiara. Because it has like the best speed and the best special attack in the game, more or less. So I mean, that's a great combination. Hydrologist makes its water attack stronger. Mithridatism makes it immune to poison, which is nice because I have had a lot of bad luck with poison defeating my team. If you remember that battle with Max. But was it with Max? Or was it with someone? I think it was with Max. But anyways, the Hydrologist would also be pretty good just to make it like a glass cannon, basically. Because it doesn't have great defense or special defense. Or HP, for that matter. But anyways, I do love Goulder as well. Goulder's cool. It's a big old blob. It's like a poison Snorlax. But I've got to evolve Blues first. Noxolotl looks cool, as well as Toxolotl. What's Power Nap? Start of each turn restores 15% of max HP of an asleep Temtem. Interesting. Gazuma's cool. I don't know how great its stats are compared to others. That Oshiora is part of the first dojo's team. Yeah, it's one of their Temtem. And actually, hold on. What was Fast Charge? When digital ally enters the battlefield, get extra speed. Yeah. But I really liked Anna here because it's got fantastic defense and special defense, as you can see. Not perfect, but very, very good. But then it also has really low attack and special attack. And its abilities, Trauma, if hit by a physical technique, gets defense down. If hit by a special technique, special defense down. That's not good. Flawed Crystal. Damage taken from mental, toxic, or electric, the things that its crystal type is supposed to defend against, is increased by 50%. So it basically gets rid of its crystal defenses or gets lower stats each time it gets hit. So not the best combination, but it looks really cool, and it has good defense and special defense, so I like it. It's fun. Then there's Pig Epic, and its Fainted Curse. When knocked out, the attacker loses 40% of its max HP. That is so terrible when you're trying to just farm some experience. And Kinu, I've seen like another tamer have it, but I've never seen it in the wild. That's kind of interesting. I'll have to Google where it comes from. And I like how I have the Volvir and the Volcrane, but not the Velour. There's Nesla and Shuin. Which, okay, so Shuin, if that's even how you're supposed to pronounce it, and Nesla both seem like they would be related to Oshiara in some way. But I mean, I guess they're all separate Temtem. But anyways, that's actually going to be the end of this stream because I've got to go. So thank you very much for joining. I should be streaming tomorrow, and that's going to be it for this stream. See ya.